Take this mild drug and you will have a nice sleep without any nightmares.
Tell me, do you feel it? 'Cause I do. Doesn't even feel real. Yeah. Fuck me up so bad, babe. Oh. In need of your saving, please.
Yep, that's right. I'm in LA. Yeah, I made it pretty much. Well, I made it here. First of all, no, it's been about 3 days. I came here on Tuesday, July the 7th, and I'm so happy I made this move. Pretty much, like from the moment I came from baggage claim, I knew this was it. Feel me? You know, now that I've been here for 3 days, I think I have a clearer idea of what I was trying to say about my experience in New York. Also, right before I left, like a week before I left, I made a video talking about all the stuff I was doing then, trying to prepare. But I decided not to release that one. I decided to just wait till I get here, and I'll just talk about stuff that I was talking about then and add some more to it. So recap, pretty much. Yeah, New York is just too much. It's just a different vibe. It's like you just gotta be always on the go. When I'm in New York, I feel like I just feel anxiety, and I just feel exhausted whenever I gotta go outside and do something. You know, I'm very introverted, so you know maybe that's part of it. Because New York is big, but like New York City and you know the five boroughs, it's so concentrated with a lot of people and businesses, and it's just all this noise, and it's just people everywhere, and it's like a concentration of people in this relatively small space compared to since I've been here. It's like things are more spread out. It does have lots of people, but it's just a whole different vibe here. It's a different space and everything. It's just, I'm sure New York does too, but here it has all its different communities, and it's just not clumped together. It's like you're here, someone else is over here, and I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but it's great. I'm sold. I'm definitely staying here. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. On top of it, the anxiety in New York is like when the winter time comes around, it's just like so depressing for me. Like I gotta like a lot of things. I'm a very even though I'm introverted, I do like to go outside and experience nature, and like as a daily routine. So since I've been here, LA just feels like one big, like I'd be in New York and I gotta go to the park, just to chill out sometimes. But here it's like I can just walk around outside, like you know what I mean. It's like one big, beautiful park here. The houses, the buildings are just different. It's kind of like how they are back in Jamaica. It's just different. There's a lot of character um, here in LA, and just the colors, this sunlight. Don't even get me started on the sunlight here. It's just so calming. Um, you know what I mean? Pretty much that's just what happened. I just had enough with not feeling like myself while I was in New York, and I just came to a point where I had to do something about it, and I couldn't wait anymore. Pandemic or no pandemic, COVID or no COVID, I had to do it. Right before I left, I was thinking of shipping my stuff, but those guys said they wanted $2,000 to ship. But my room was so tiny. I mean, maybe it's the distance, but I decided to just sell all my stuff, pretty much. And to be honest, I feel like doing that made it even. I feel like that was a better decision, because it's like I feel like I burned my bridges, so to speak. It's like symbolic for me, like just to say, this is it. Sold my stuff. I'm not even coming back. There's nothing to come back to. So it's like when I come here, I just gotta figure it out. I sold my bed frame. I sold my furniture. I found some weights lying around in my room. I sold those for like 150. I mean, it was a good little come up right before I left. Alright, so I mean, all in all, I think I moved here with about a stimulus check, 800 in savings, so that's $2,000. Then 500 from selling a whole bunch of stuff. That's 2.5. Oh shoot, yo, the craziest thing happened like a couple of weeks before I was selling all my stuff. I did the dumbest thing ever. So I mean, I've been learning, and I've been getting way better than before when I just started. But over the past maybe 2 years, I've been learning how to trade forex, and I made the dumbest rookie mistake ever. Don't do this, guys. Like, if you know you need money, don't ever risk the money you need unless it's a sure thing. I had $1,000 and I put it into the forex market, and I mean, I was trying to enter a trade, and it was like 1 in the morning. I've been waiting for the setup, and then I saw the opportunity, and I entered the trade. But shortly after, a few minutes after, I was looking, and I saw it fluctuating in like really big numbers. When I checked, I entered 10 times the amount that I was actually meaning to enter. And I decided to just leave it. Wrong decision. Anyways, the next morning I was up $300. Like, I was up $300, and I got greedy and left it some more. A couple hours after that, I lost that shit. I lost $1,000. But apart from selling my stuff, and I was working part-time, luckily I was able to recoup that. Plus my family was nice enough, between they kind of chipped in and helped me out with a little like funds here and there. So I mean, pretty much I was able to recoup all that money. But then they probably would have given me that anyways, and I could have had $1,000 extra to help me out, and now I don't. So all in all, I think I came here with about I would say 3.5K. I think that's right on the edge there of what's ideal, especially in a time like this. I've been pretty much living by faith the last year and a half, and I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we're about to find out. First thing I did when I came here, I went to downtown LA. I just walked around. I took the bus because I don't have a car. People keep saying like you need a car to move out here. The bus and train system is not as intricate, and the bus and train system in New York is very solid, like compared to here. However, I do think using the bus and train you can get where you need to get. Most things are like 15 minutes, 20 minutes away by car. But on the bus here, you'd probably be spending an hour and a half on average, I would say. Sometimes it would be half an hour. Either way, in New York, I would spend about the same amount of time. So even though it's not as complex, it doesn't make a difference to me if I can't get where I'm going. Like eventually, yeah, I do. Like everything is 15 minutes away. Like eventually, a car would help save a lot of time in the long run. But for now, like that's not an excuse for me to say, oh, I'm not moving to LA because I don't have a car. You can get where you need to get. People take the bus. You will not be the only person taking the bus. This is day 3. I'm moving out my Airbnb next week Monday. Hopefully, I mean it's a stretch, but I've been in contact with people before I came to LA. But hopefully it works out that I can find somewhere to move into by next week, like a good solid place. But if not, there is possibility that I may have to hostel up for a bit, stay in a hostel, or I don't know. That seems like the most for something so short term, that seems like it might be the only option or the best option. Not really the best option for the corona situation though. Also, if I have to do that, I'll probably just put my stuff in storage for like 30 something a month until I figure out where exactly I'm gonna go. But I had a real problem being in New York and trying to look for apartments. It was hard, and I think coming here is making that process easier because I can hit somebody up and go there, check out the place. They see me in person, I see them, I see what's going on. I don't have to feel like there's any shady business. I did apply for this thing called Workaway, but hopefully I don't have to use that. If you don't know what Workaway is, I came across that watching some other YouTube videos about moving to LA. So basically, Workaway is you could, in a way, you're posing as a traveler, like a backpacker that is they need a place to stay, and you can stay there for free, but you gotta exchange basically work. It's like a work exchange. That's what you call it. So you work in maybe a hostel situation. You help out, you clean, you maybe make breakfast. It depends on the hostel and what they need. But it was an option. It's still an option, and maybe it's an option for some of you guys. But yeah, there's other types of Workaway also where it's not necessarily a hostel, but mainly people that are opening their homes in exchange for work around the house. It could be landscaping, painting, art projects. I'll link in the description also to where you can find these kind of things. Or simply just Google Workaway or Work Exchange. I'm still trying to enjoy myself here in this while I'm at the Airbnb. Just exploring the city. I was in Limerick Park yesterday. It's a really strong black community over there. Lots of black businesses. It was a great experience over there. It really reminds me of back home in Jamaica. Just spending time over there. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to be here. I don't even see this as a struggle. It's just, this is where I'm meant to be. I really felt that from before I came here. Now I'm here. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be. And to me, it's just I'm figuring out. It's just I'm solving this problem, and I really want to solve this problem. This is not, some people might see this as, yo, what the hell, you just uprooted your life and gave yourself so much problems. But to me, I just see this as I'm going after my dreams, and why not? What's better than going after your dreams? And I'm happy to do that. I'm happy whatever is coming my way. I just gotta figure it out. So I'll definitely keep you all updated on what happens, over the next few weeks to a month, and let's get it.
We have been given the scientific knowledge, the technical ability, and the materials to pursue the exploration of the universe. To ignore these great resources would be a corruption of a God-given ability.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.